They say some places hold echoes of the past, whispers of forgotten prayers, and ancient secrets. Deep within the overgrown jungles of a land lost to time, there stood a forgotten temple. The locals called it the Temple of Whispering Walls, and for good reason. It was said that the very stones breathed, murmuring tales to those brave or foolish enough to listen. My story begins with Alara, a historian with a thirst for the unknown. She dismissed the local legends as mere folklore, convinced the whispers were just the wind sighing through crumbling corridors. Armed with her journal and a flickering lantern, she ventured into the temple's gaping maw, determined to document its architecture before it was reclaimed by the jungle entirely. The air inside was heavy, thick with the scent of damp earth and decay. As she moved deeper, a faint sound reached her ears, like 100 voices speaking at once, yet none distinct. She pressed her hand against a cold, moss-covered wall. The sound grew clearer, not just a whisper, but a chorus of voices sharing stories of triumphs, sorrows, and rituals that had transpired within these very walls centuries ago. It wasn't the wind. Alara was mesmerized. She spent days, then weeks, inside the temple, her journal filling with chronicles not from books, but from the stones themselves. She learned of a benevolent queen who prayed for her people's prosperity and a young warrior who sought courage before a great battle. The walls spoke of festivals filled with music and laughter, and somber ceremonies bidding farewell to loved ones. But one day, the whispers shifted. They spoke of a betrayal, a high priest who, consumed by jealousy, performed a dark ritual that silenced the temple forever, trapping the voices of his people within the stone. As the last tale faded, the whispers ceased. Silence descended, heavier and more profound than before. Alara realized the walls had shared their final secret. They had been waiting for someone to listen, to bear witness to their history before fading into true oblivion. Alara left the temple, but she was never the same. She published her findings, not as a historical record, but as a collection of stories, ensuring the voices of the forgotten temple would echo through a new medium, the pages of her book. The temple may be silent now, but its stories live on. Thanks for joining me on Tales from the Veil. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more mysteries from beyond.